Welcome to another video from Born to Explore 4x4. This time we're exploring the Old Man Range, and we have got what has to be some of the most incredible scenery in New Zealand. Guys, this place is just amazing. We've got cool historic sites all throughout the valleys here and amazing stories and background of this place. Guys, pull up a chair and settle in because it's going to be one amazing video. Well, just off the main highway is our first stop at the historic Mitchell's Cottage. Now this place is an incredible piece of engineering. It is fantastic, and it's also a cool piece of local history. Guys, just check out this place. If you're ever up this way, stop in and see Mitchell's Cottage. Well, guys, there's something that really doesn't get mentioned enough by people that come up here, and that is how straight this building is. This building was built by hand 100 years ago, and it's perfectly straight. Just look at these corners. The whole building is perfectly level, perfectly straight, and it was made by hand over 100 years ago. Absolutely amazing. Now, I've worked in construction for over 12 years, and I've seen modern buildings with guys going around with sledgehammers and 4x2s trying to straighten up the base of walls because they went like that. And that's in this day and age where we have modern equipment and technology. Yet you can come here and find a building like this that has stood the test of time, and it is remarkably well built and straight. I mean, just look at those corners. Perfect. And that was done by hand 100 years ago. That's amazing. Really is. Well, we're back in the old truck and we're slowly climbing our way up the Old Man Range, but lo and behold it, the weather's closed in. It's absolutely incredible how quickly the weather can change up here. 1 minute it's nice and sunny, the next minute can be snowing sideways from rain coming in, and hey presto, just like that we pop out through the clouds and it's a beautiful day. This place is really incredible. Well, before we know it, we're up on top of the Old Man Range and heading for the Obelisk and the Old Man Rock. Man, is it an incredible place up here. It really is a wild, amazing place. Mind you, we're at 4,500 feet above sea level up here. In about 1996, a helicopter crashed along this mountain range in the Old Man. The pilot and his wife became stranded up here in whiteout conditions when their helicopter literally slammed into the top. My father was part of the rescue team that came up here and did the rescue. They couldn't see a metre in front of the vehicle when they were driving along the track up here, and they got to the point where they could shout to a helicopter pilot and his wife, but they couldn't get to them, they couldn't find them. Even though they're probably within 30 metres of them, they just could not get to them. And that's how quickly the weather changes up here. 1 minute it can be nice and sunny like this, and the next minute you can be out in cloud or rain or snow, sleet. This place is amazing. But be careful when you come here, because it really can be a wild place. People don't quite realise how wild it can be. The Old Man Range certainly is a wild place. We've jumped back in the old truck and we're heading along the top now to a wee spot I know of that has some amazing historic cottages there back from the old mining days. So guys, don't run anywhere, because we've got some more amazing scenery and stories coming up just next. We've come along the top of the Old Man Range till the start of Waikaia Bush Road, and then from there we've dropped off down a side track that takes us to an old mining site at Potter's Hut in these beautiful tussock-filled valleys. Aren't they incredible? Well guys, isn't that an epic view behind me? Down here at the old huts, it's a pretty amazing spot down here. As far as you can see, apart from these old mining relics from 100 years ago, there's absolutely nothing. You go that way for miles over the mountain range here and not see a soul or a structure. Absolutely fantastic, I love it. Back in the day though, 100 years ago, there was 150 people up here working away in mining. What they hoped was going to be the next El Dorado. The Alpine Reef, they thought it was going to be absolutely full of gold. Fortunately, it didn't quite work out that way for a lot of them. But amazing country and pretty tough old timers. The things they endured up here was just incredible. And unfortunately for a lot of them, didn't make it out. The great snow that came through 100 years ago buried a lot of these buildings that was that deep. And unfortunately, some people reckon it was anywhere between 40 and 200 people died in the great snow in places like this tucked up here in the Old Man Range. And some tried to walk out, some tried to stay out with little food, no fuel, struggling to stay warm. Yeah, a lot of them perished. Anywhere between 40 and 200 depending on who you talk to and what articles you read. Pretty amazing country, pretty unforgiving country if you come up at the wrong time. But just look at that, it's a beautiful old hut there, it's a beautiful part of the country. Guys, get yourself a four-wheel drive and get out here and have a look for yourself. It really is amazing. Absolutely love coming out here. Very nice. Let's go have a look at the huts, eh? Well, something I noticed this trip is the ruts are getting quite deep down at Potter's Hut, and the culvert's got quite washed out in there. There's not much room to spare. You want to be pretty careful if you come to a place like this, especially by yourself, because there is no cell phone reception down in here. You're pretty remote when you get down to places like this. I'm going to show you a couple cool clips here of the Waikaia Bush Road. Now I'm not going to cover that in this video because, well, it deserves a video of its own. Instead, we're going to carry on down to a little known monument down towards Roxburgh. So we're going to pop out down that end of the Old Man Range. But in the meantime, just check out these couple of cool clips from the Waikaia Bush Road. We're going to finish up this video at an old monument nestled in by a creek just off State Highway 8. On that monument reads as the following: "In memory of the pioneering gold miners who perished in the Great Snow, 1863.